Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Saturday, November 19th, 2022. Joining me tonight, but slacking off on the job, is Chloe in the background. She's sleeping on that blue chair. You might be able to see her. Oops, I got these turned around. There we go. My camera's flipped here, so I have to point opposite of what it really is. Anyway, yeah, Chloe wanted to join us, but she fell asleep. So we'll talk quietly and let her get her beauty rest, okay? I had several viewers ask me if I would do a read on why Ivanka Trump is not going to be helping her father with his political endeavors at this time. And I thought that was a fabulous thing to look into. And I took a rabbit trail as I did. So, like it or not, you're doing a little bit of a rabbit trail with me. Before I do, though, it is Saturday night. And I did want to remind everybody that on the third Sunday of every month, my channel holds a live stream meditation, and everyone is welcome to join us for it. Okay. It's just part of my belief that we not only need to be becoming aware of more possibilities in our physical world, but growing ourselves spiritually and emotionally just as well as every other way. So we do a meditation, and the focus this month will be on healing. And but any positive intention is welcome. So just so you know, you can the time for it. There's an announcement on the community page. There should be a live stream waiting to start with more information. It is going to be 10 o'clock Alaska time in the morning, 2 o'clock Eastern, and you can calculate from there. In London, it'll be 7 p.m. Sunday evening, and our poor viewers from Australia and New Zealand, it's going to be tomorrow for them. It's really early hours. I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am. So anyway, just a reminder and an invitation to join us if you care to. And if you can't, we teach you the ways to send that energy back at the time we held it. So that's part of it too. If you can't join us, don't worry about it. You can do it later and send those positive intentions out, because intentions create a frequency and a vibration, and that's what our world is all about. Okay, so Ivanka Trump, she announced that she wouldn't be helping her father with his political endeavors at this time. And people asked why. Now, she's saying that she wants to focus on being a wife and mother, and those are fabulous endeavors, but I wanted to do a little more searching. And of course, when you search for one, you have to look at the spouse too, and that's where the rabbit trail started. You see, there is some alt media chatter that Jared Kushner was a naughty, naughty boy, and we now have version 2.0 standing in for him. Let me show you. I compiled this on my personal Facebook page. After I post the video, I'll make it public. And I can't point you towards the site that I did a screenshot of, but if you go to my Facebook page, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so we kind of hopscotch there and stay out of trouble with my platform here on YouTube. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so I found a site that does some photographic comparisons for those of you that are art folk and know proportion, angles, things like that. You'll find this very illuminating. And the contention here is that as of sometime in between 2019 and 2020, a whole new Mr. Kushner was playing the part. And then I went to a site, Benjamin Fulford's, and I thought, let's see what he has to say. And he had something interesting from his October 3rd newsletter. And these are just two of the paragraphs. So if you want to read it in full, you'll need to go there, and you might need to subscribe to see it in full. That's just the way it is. But these two paragraphs blended together well. Worldwide shoot-to-kill orders have been issued against all Khazarian mafia members until they surrender unconditionally, according to an agreement made between MI6, the CIA, Mossad, the Russian FSB, and other military intelligence agencies worldwide. This is legal because the Khazarian mafia are actively trying to kill 90% of humanity. If they surrender, they will face Nuremberg-style war crime tribunals. If they don't, they face death. Then farther down was this paragraph that listed Mr. Kushner. And I thought there was two interesting tidbits here. Individuals targeted for immediate execution include the actors pretending to be President Joe Biden, Pope Francis, Jeff Bezos, Jared Kushner, Justin Castro, also known as Trudeau, Chrystia Freeland, Emmanuel Macron, Ursula von der Leyen, Angela Merkel, Anthony Fauci, Albert Bourla, Bill Gates, the chief rabbi of the New York Ephraim Mervis. I probably just butchered that, so don't yell at me if I did, etc. Okay, what I thought was fascinating was not just the list, but they're acknowledging there that many, if not all of those people are already version 2.0. It's getting to be more and more mainstream, this knowledge, and it's seeping into normies' awareness that it's not just masks and it's not just body doubles, but in some cases it's clones that are impersonating an original version of somebody. So it's becoming more widely accepted. It's becoming part of our collective consciousness. And then it's just really interesting to see that list and see how many people that seem to be notable have already been dealt with or have had something happen to them. Okay, now my second comment here, I was reading on a board that had just a forum that has a lot of dialogue, and I like this. An anon's opinion of Ivanka. She's a good businesswoman and no doubt a good mother, but she doesn't match conservative politics. She grew up with too many super progressive, rich, idealistic children of the worst of our leadership. She tried to be one of us, but has never suffered under progressive politics. And I know that she closed her brand in 2018, but in 2016, when I was Christmas shopping for my daughter, she wanted some of Ivanka's cologne and I bought her some. And I looked at that website, the thing she had, because she had a shoe line. I was looking for some sensible shoes and she had some that were billed as sensible winter hiking type boots. Oh my gosh, pointed toes, 2-inch heels. And I thought right then, I thought this woman has never, she thinks a hike is taking a shortcut through Central Park. She's never been out on a real trail. She's never had to slosh her way through an unplowed parking lot. She's never had to, she hasn't dealt with the real world that so much of us have. It's no fault of hers. It doesn't mean she can't still have a heart for everyday people, but she hasn't had that experience. And her experience has insulated and sheltered her to the point that I don't think she realizes how many experiences she has not had. And so I think that's true. Okay, then I added a link down here, just a listing, and I'm sure it's not complete, about how Ivanka and Jared make their income. Basically, their families make sure they don't suffer. I mean, how else would you get the book deals and the company endorsements and, board seats and things like that? It just, so anyway, but here's the thing. To have had deeds that made it, you weren't protected from the consequences to the point that you're now represented by version 2.0, as it seems quite likely Mr. Kushner is. And that knowledge has not been kept completely quiet. I'm wondering if I think there's two possible reasons, and I'm going to use that to ask the cards. The two reasons that I see for Ivanka not helping her father in this current political endeavor is that she wants to separate herself a little bit and pursue a political career of her own at a later date, or she's had to face the tough reality that because of the spouse she had, and supposedly still has, but had, she has rendered herself ineligible to pursue a career in politics. So I'm wondering if it's one of those two things or something else. So let's ask the cards, okay? Our question to the universe is going to be, the person seen in the public eye as Ivanka Trump, who has publicly asserted she won't be helping her father with his political career at this time. Can the universe give us information or insights into the reason behind that decision, and especially whether it includes her spouse, Jared 2.0, or not? Let's see what the universe has to say. Okay, let's see if the universe has some information about why Ivanka is not helping her father politically at this time. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. You can tell she comes from money, huh? And old tricky Seven of Swords showing up here again. Okay, well, the Seven of Cups indicates our question about can we learn more about why Ivanka Trump is not helping her father politically at this time? And this is a card that for me often has smoke and mirrors. So we are not getting the exact, hi, Chloe, did you wake up, want to join us? So we are not getting the exact reason from her. I didn't think we were. I mean, it's a good reason to focus on family, but she is too used to having a career and being an influencer of some sort. So this is bolstered by our Ace of Pentacles. Now the Ace of Pentacles can be by itself a yes card. We weren't really asking a yes or no question. It was a tell me more type. So we need to look at some of the other meanings of the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles talks about success and material contentment and prosperity. So yeah, this woman is used to, accustomed to leading a life of luxury. She takes it just, she doesn't take it for granted as being ungrateful. It's just she's so accustomed to it, she doesn't notice it, if that makes sense. Now, in the recent past, she has had some struggles. Part of that is having a version 2.0 that she has to, who knows, maybe she's developed real affection for 2.0. But she has to continue the impression that she's married to 1.0. And then they've had just the issues with leaving Washington and um, moving to Florida, and some of the issues that have come up for her there. There have been times that she's had liberal neighbors take exception with her and what have you, and it can't be easy to always be in the public eye. It really can't. We take our anonymity sometimes for granted, as she does her luxury. It just depends on what you've had all your life that you're so accustomed to, you don't even realize you have it. Now, in the current, she is looking at other opportunities and things to pursue. Okay, so she has not left the business world. She may have left politics, because I'm seeing, like I said, pentacles, which are, and hopefully we're coming up on a time when politics isn't the ways and means of increasing your fortune. I think some of our current people that are facing consequences for that in elected office will be testimonies to that effect. So she is exploring other options. So she hasn't retired from public eye at all. And again, we've got the Three of Pentacles here, which often speaks of a marriage agreement, firm foundation. When she does move forward, she's going to do so with a lot of research and focused intent. But I think because of the pentacles here, I think the reality is, no matter how beloved your family line is, people are tired of nepotism and just don't have the automatic support if that is viewed as what's going on as they might have previously. Okay. I mean, if nothing else, the Bushes taught us about that, didn't they? Now, Chloe's trying to actually get on the table here. I apologize. So the Seven of Swords talks about trying to, she's hoping that we won't notice version 2.0 for one thing. They're really playing a game here and watching watching to see what kind of chatter, how mainstream it goes from, just fringe and outrageous to actual genuine conversation and contemplation, like comparing pictures and facial structures and things like that. So, and he doesn't get away with everything. That's one of the things I like about this card, even though he's trying, he does not get away with everything. Let's see if there's a few more cards informing us about the situation of Ivanka, Jared 2.0, and maybe some of the reasons why she's not helping her father. At this point, I think she's just bowing out to pursue at some point, some more business type associations. Okay, we have the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful card, absolutely beautiful. It's a card of attainment, of teamwork. And again, she's going to move forward with a real firm foundation with whatever endeavor she does. We have the Three of Cups here. Now, the Three of Cups, if located around deep state type cards, can refer to the product that is made and should never be made, the party substance. But here, it's just that when she does move forward, she's going to have a successful endeavor, very successful. It helps that having a father that's got some of the best business sense of the world, the man who is the art of the deal, giving you tips and strategies and maybe introductions and what have you. How could you not be successful to some degree? And then here's daddy showing up. Yeah, so he's still going to be helping her, okay, with whatever she chooses to do. He loves her dearly, and he will support any endeavor she makes. I think it was a real sad time for them when Jared had to be dealt with. Star card is showing up for the final card here. Another major arcana tells us that we have a pretty good question we're asking here between the ace and the major arcanas. When the star card shows up, it means a couple things. It's an optimism card, a harmony card, just a really creative power. So there's going to be some a creative aspect to whatever she proceeds with outside of politics. And it just says that she'll be moving in the right direction. Again, it landed on top of our stability card here with Three of Pentacles. And it landed on top. It's also, touching the Ace of Pentacles. And so it's right in here. Good old dad. So yeah, she's her politics have been put on hold possibly forever. Her focusing her energy on being a wife and mother is only part of the story. Okay, there's not a rift. There's nothing here indicating a rift between her and her father at all. Okay, there's a lot of love showing up in this card. The other thing too, the star card often indicates a little bit of off-world energy. And there has been some really far down the rabbit trail, some talk that there is some off-world energy in that family line. So I don't know. We may know more as we ascend and our world changes. Who knows? So from Chloe and I, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. I try not to waste it, and I don't take it for granted. It's very, very much appreciated. And I hope you can join us for the meditation. And until next time, I send you love and light. Oh, one last afterword too. I had asked a few days ago for feedback about hemp products that I had a chance to become involved with. And I've decided just to not pursue that. I want to just keep on creating content here and sharing it and keeping that to be the focus of what I do. So not to say I wouldn't consider other opportunities, and I might pursue one at one time, but if I do, I'm going to really believe wholeheartedly that it's a wonderful opportunity, and I don't take lightly that you trust me, and I'm not going to ever ask someone to give thought to spending money that they maybe can't afford or what have you. But that said, I think hemp is one of God's gift to us. I really do. And so hemp products are definitely worth pursuing and purchasing and using, because they're, talk about a renewable resource. Wow. And one that Big Pharma tried to make you illegal and impossible to attain and work with. It's time for that kind of stuff to stop, isn't it? Okay, until next time, enjoy your weekend. I send you love, and I hope I see you tomorrow morning when we do the meditation. Good night.